Welcome guys, today is Tuesday, it is April 23rd and we are here for a yoga express class. That just means we're going to be together for only 45 minutes, but during that time we're going to focus on breath, connection of breath to movement, and really sending away all the stress that we're holding in our bodies and our mind. So we're going to go ahead and start with some relaxation down on our backs. You can let your arms rest at your sides, palms open, face to the sky. Just close your eyes and breathe deeply in through your nose, expanding belly, back, and rib cage. And exhale out through your nose, feeling that same area of your body contract and empty. While we continue to focus on slowing down our breath, bring some awareness into the face. Just relax the eyes, relax our jaw. Breathe away any stress from the neck, down into those shoulders. And then we're going to breathe from our shoulders all the way out through our fingertips. And then we're going to shift our breath to our legs, and let's breathe into the hips and the pelvis. And let that breath move all the way down the legs to the tips of your toes. Shift our breath and awareness to our spine. Let's start at the top of our head and start to breathe down the spine, letting your breath weave itself in between each segment of the spine, creating space and length. Next, let's inhale both arms to the sky and exhale the arms behind us. Once they make it to the mat, we're going to stretch out through our fingertips, push out through the heels, and then let the body go soft. And I want you to spread your fingers out really wide. Spread your toes out really wide. And then just let them go back to neutral. Inhale the arms back up, and exhale, return them to your sides. From there, let's pull the left knee to our chest. Start with a good close hug. And let's point and flex our foot. And then make a slow circle with your ankle. And reverse. And then just let your foot rest, and we'll circle the knee around. And reverse. And then just keep the knee tucked in, oh so close to the body. Now let's send that leg out and we'll switch. Pull the right knee in. Again, starting with that good close hug. And then we flex and point. And then we gently roll the ankle around. And reverse. And then just let your foot rest. And let's circle the knee. And then reverse. And then just keep the knee hugged in, oh so nice and close to the body. Now bring the other knee back in at the same time. And again, we'll start with a nice close hug. Add in a few rocks side to side. And then a couple knee circles round and round. And reverse. And then just keep the knees tucked in. And I want you to flex your feet, spread your toes out wide. Scrunch them up tight. Spread them open. Scrunch up tight. Spread open. Once more, scrunch really tight. Spread them open. And let your feet relax. Next, let's set the feet down on the mat. Let the knees fall open so the soles of the feet rest together. And then just use your hands to press on those inner thighs. Just a beginning stretch for the inner thighs and the outer hips. And then just do a little butterfly flutter. And then again, let them rest and press a little more. And then let's bring the knees back together. We're going to keep our feet about hips distance, toes in, heels out slightly, arms at our sides. Enough space between buttocks and heels that when we start to slowly peel off the mat, moving into shoulder bridge, you want to feel the activation in the gluteals and the hamstrings, the abdominals, without feeling any stress in the knees or ultra tension in the quads, or any pressure at all in the neck. And then as slowly as you can, sink back down. And once we're down, we're going to do it again. So inhale, peeling up one vertebra at a time. Holding onto our bridge. And then we'll slowly sink back down. And let's try that one more time, slowly peeling up. Holding onto that bridge. And then we make our way back down. And then once we're all the way back down, one knee at a time to chest, nice tight hug. Couple side to side rocks. And some knee circles. And reverse. And just hold the knees in super tight. Now as we exhale, let's roll up. And let's find our way into an easy cross-leg position. So want to feel those sit bones on the mat. Want to feel our spine lengthening off of the tailbone. And then let your palms open to the sky, backs of the hands resting on the knees. And that becomes seated mountain pose. I'm going to drop chin to chest and breathe into the back of the neck. Lift the head to back, open the throat. Try again, chin to chest. Lift the head to back, open throat. Again, chin to chest. Lifting the head to back, open the throat. And then let's return to our neutral place. Staying nice and tall, we're going to turn our head to the right. Come back to neutral and let's turn left. Again, back through neutral and to the right. And then we turn to our left. And then we're back to that neutral place. And once again, our chin drops to our chest. Next, we're going to roll the left ear to the left. Drop the chin and roll right. Drop the chin and roll left. Drop the chin and roll right. Drop the chin and roll left. And then stay there, placing left hand just above the tip of your right ear. And then pushing that right hand into the mat. Breathe up the arm and along the side of the neck. And then stretch the left arm high and just gaze up at that hand. Side bend to the right and lift. Side bend and lift. Side bend and lift. Now let the arm open wide, cross in front, come back up, and then float back down. And then we'll do a couple shoulder rolls back front. Arm circles a little bigger. And then both arms high, hands together. And return to seated mountain pose. Dropping chin to chest, this time rolling right ear to right shoulder. Placing right hand just above the tip of the left ear and then pushing left palm into the mat. Reach high to the sky with the right hand gazing up. Side bend left and come up. Side bend left and lift. Side bend left, lift open, and then from there sweep forward, reach up, and let the arm float down. Again, shoulder rolls back front, and bigger circles, some really nice big ones, and then a big high stretch overhead, and and let your hands come together at your heart. Let's lace our fingers, cross our palms away from the body, feeling the stretch across the upper back and back shoulders. And then turn your palms to face you like you're holding onto a large ball. And then inhale, open the arms wide. And let's bring them forward. And then use your right hand to pull back gently on your left fingers. And then flip so you're pushing down on the fingers. And then we'll switch, pulling down. And then flip over and push down. And then just extend both arms out, spread your fingers wide, scrunch them in, stretch open, in, open. One more time, open, and then in, and then just shake them out, and return to seated mountain pose. So we're going to take one more inhale. As we exhale and soften a bit, transition onto hands and knees. So whatever way works best for you, that's what we do. Once we're on hands and knees, we're going to check shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, tops of the feet on the mat. Wide spread fingers, hands turned in slightly, foundational hands, crossing through second, third, and fourth knuckles. From there, sink navel, lift tailbone, lift head, open heart, cow. And then exhale, round cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And then just hang out in neutral spine. Let's send the right leg behind us and push out through the right heel. Now left arm comes forward, turning palm towards the sky. There's our spinal balance. Let's come down and switch. Push through the left heel, right arm forward, palm to the sky. Exhale, lower, switch. Let's stretch again. Exhale, lower, and switch. And then exhale, lower. Now let big toes come close, knees apart. Push back with your tailbone. Let your chest drop through your knees, forehead to the mat. Turn palms open to the sky. And just stretch even farther back. Feeling that stretch go right down those side lats. And then let's flip the hands back over, creating foundational hands. Next, tuck your toes. And we'll lift the tailbone towards the sky as your heels drop down. Let your head dangle through your arms and feel your ribs pulling closer to your thighs. Meanwhile, the back of our shoulder blades are stretching down towards our gluteals. And we're going to nod the head yes. And then let it shake no. And then just hang out there and go ahead, walk your dog. Lift and lower each heel individually. And then press those heels back down. And return to all fours. Separate the knees and push back. Returning to extended child's pose. Again, turning palms open face to the sky. Return to all foundational hands, tuck the toes, and we're back up into down dog. Let's walk the dog a few more times. Press the heels down. And then let's transition into plank. And then we're back up into down dog. And again, we're in plank. And then down dog. Plank once again. From there, modify to the knees, the tops of the feet, and slowly lower elbows, opening, chest down, hips down. Tuck elbows in, lengthen spine, press through tops of the feet, hip bones lengthen, rise. Exhale, coming down, elbows open. Now bring them in as you inhale, lengthen first, pressing down and rise. And again, elbows open, coming down. And then inhale, lengthen, rise. Now tuck the toes and come back up into down dog. Again, we walk the dog. We press the heels. And then we move forward into plank. Modify if you'd like. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, down dog. Let's try that one more time. Inhaling to our plank. Exhaling as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. From there, I'm going to step right foot forward between the hands. Left foot forward. Toes are close, heels apart. Knees a little bit soft. And then let's inhale and slowly roll up. Reach high to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Again, inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink down. And then again, let's inhale and slowly roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, heart. Inhale again. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, let's roll up, reach to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Again, inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale as we lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes close, heels apart. Inhale, roll up, reach to the sky. Exhale to our heart. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Now we're going to just step the right foot forward between the hands. And that's going to bring us into runner's lunge. So in runner's lunge, we want a nice straight back leg. So we've got a line from the heel of our left foot right out through the top of our head. We've got right knee directly over ankle. And this is a perfect foundation to move into our warrior. So I want you to push your left heel down, turn your left toes out, and draw a straight line from your right heel to the back of your left heel. Now start lifting up our body. And we want to get so that our body weight is centered equally into both feet. Got our hip bones forward, our shoulders squared out over those hips. Adding arms creates warrior one. Open the arms, stay long in the waist. Let's hinge forward, and that brings us into airplane warrior. And then let's release our hands to the mat. From there, we're going to walk ourselves around so we end up in a straddle facing the wide edge of our mat. So we want to adjust our feet so our toes are in, our heels are out slightly. Really feeling every corner of your foot pressed into the mat, hands directly under shoulders. Remember, you can bend your knees as much as you need to here. We're going to inhale, look out. And then exhale, we're going to bend and sink down as far as we can. Making sure we're not feeling any strain or discomfort in lower back. And then from there, let's press down into the palms, pushing the arms straight. Bend the right knee, shift your weight to the right, but keep the left leg straight. Make sure we've got the left foot nice and flat on the mat. And then come back to neutral. And then take your right hand, reach across towards your left big toe. Inhale, left arm out to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist. And that takes us into our twisting straddle. And then let's exhale, bring the hand down. Hands return to underneath the shoulders so that we can inhale, look out with a flat back. And then exhale, arms open wide. There's airplane straddle. And then we inhale and slowly rise to standing. Once we're up, we open face palms to the sky. We still have toes and heels out. 5-pointed star. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward. Once more, inhale, reach. Exhale, forward. And inhale, reach high. Good. Now let the hands meet together overhead. And let's draw them together at heart center. Then reopen the arms. And we're back into five-pointed star. From there, we're going to turn right toes to the front end of our mat. Align our right heel with our left arch this time. And keep your hip bones facing the side of your mat. Then you can bend the right knee. Again, we want to find that place where it's out over the ankle without pushing past our toes. And we've got our body weight centered. And you should actually feel some stretch taking place in that right inner thigh. Warrior two. Let's extend the right arm a little farther forward, lift it high, let the left hand lower, and then rotate right palm to the sky and really press up so that we're getting into reverse warrior, feeling that stretch going up the side of your ribs. And then while we're there, let's pull the right leg straight without locking. And that takes us into a reverse triangle. And then from there, we'll bring our arms back to shoulder level. And there's our start position. So now we're ready to begin triangle pose, which is all about staying open and flat, like you're being pressed against two panes of glass while you're doing this. We start to pull the left hip left, start reaching that right arm farther and farther out. Once we can't go any farther, send the right hand low and the left hand high. And that brings us into our triangle pose. We want to be pressing that left hip a little bit forward, rolling the left shoulder a little bit back. Just feeling all that space. Every time we breathe, we ask for a tiny bit more openness. Let's take one more inhale. As we exhale, go ahead and bend the right knee. Now you can either rest your right forearm on your thigh, or you could reach your right hand to the mat. And then as we exhale, let's start revolving upper body. We're going to return to runner's lunge. And then once we're there, press down into that left palm. Inhale, right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at our waist. And there's twisting lunge. And then let's exhale the right hand down. We'll step the left foot forward. Toes are closed, heels are apart. We're going to bend the knees and sink the hips down like you're trying to sit down in a really tiny chair behind you. While you're doing that, I want you to pull your knees closer together. Lift your ribs away from your thighs. Add your arms along your ears. Takes us into chair pose. And then we'll inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, look out. Exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back to our plank. Exhale as we're lowering. Inhale as we're lengthening, rising into cobra. And then exhale again into down dog. Inhale, return to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot steps forward between the hands. Again, bringing us into a nice sturdy runner's lunge. Checking in is your left knee over your ankle. We've got a straight line from the heel of our right foot right out through the top of our head. And then we're going to push the right heel down, turn the right toes out slightly. Straight line from left heel to back of right heel, and we start lifting up our body. Facing the front end of our mat with our hip bones facing forward. We can make sure the shoulders are squared out over those hips, adding arms. Warrior one. Arms open wide, stay nice and long in the waist, and let's hinge forward, bringing us into warrior airplane. And then we can exhale, release the hands down, and proceed to walk ourselves around. So again, we end up in a wide straddle, but now we're facing the other edge of the mat. Got our toes and heels out. Hands directly under shoulders. Knees as bent as we need them to be. We inhale, look out. And then exhale, sinking down a little deeper. And then from there, let's press down into the palms, pushing the arms straight. And proceed to bend the left knee. So we're shifting our weight into the left, keeping that right foot flat down, and really feeling a stretch taking place in that inner right thigh. And then let's come back up. And let's take the left hand, reach across towards our right big toe. Inhale, right arm out to the side. And then exhale, revolve at the waist for twisting straddle. Exhale, let's bring that hand down. And then bring both hands back into place directly under shoulders. Inhale, flat back, look out. Exhale, arms open for straddle airplane. Inhale, we slowly rise to standing, turning palms open, face to the sky. There's 5-pointed star. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, brush the earth, and then back up for your sunflower. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. One more. Folding down and rising high. Hands pressed together. Lace all of your fingers. Press your palms towards the sky. And then let the arms come forward, pressing out through the palms. And then let's reopen, returning to our star. Next, we're going to turn our left toes to the front end of our mat. Align your left heel with your right arch this time. Keep the front of your body facing the side of your mat and begin to bend the left knee. Let it find that place where it's positioned over the ankle without pushing out past your toes. Body weight centered equally into both feet. All 4 corners of both feet pressing into the mat. Extend the left arm a little farther forward. Lift the left, lower the right. Pushing left palm towards the sky is our reverse warrior. And then we're going to start to pull that left leg straight without locking. And that brings us into our reverse triangle. And then let's return to our starting position, which now prepares us to move into our triangle pose. So we're imagining that we're being pressed between 2 panes of glass. As we start to pull the right hip to the right, we start to reach that left arm as far away from the right hip as we can. Once we can't go any farther, let's send the left hand low and the right hand high. Feel like your hand is being pulled towards the sky as you're pressing right hip a little forward, rolling right shoulder a little bit back, breathing into all that space. Let's take one more inhale. On the exhale, go ahead and bend that left knee, placing left hand on the floor or left forearm on the thigh, and there's our extended angle pose. And then as we exhale, let's start revolving upper body. Let your hands return to the mat and lift to the ball of your right foot. That brings us back into lunge. We're going to go ahead and press the right hand down. Inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, let's revolve in our waist. And there's our twisting lunge. Exhale the left hand down. Step the right foot forward, keeping toes close, heels apart. Bending the knees like we're about to sit in a tiny chair while we're doing the pull knees together. Lift ribs from thighs. Add arms along ears. Chair pose. Inhale, reach high. And exhale to the heart. Let's inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink down. Let's cradle elbows in the palms of our hands. Let our head drop within that frame. And let your ribs actually rest on your thighs. So maybe that means you have to bend your knees. That's okay. And then let's release and slowly roll up. Again, reach high to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. And then let your arms extend long at your sides. So we're in standing mountain pose. We want to make sure we've got some good foundational feet. Got our belly button drawing inward and our fingertips reaching down towards the earth while the top of our head reaches towards the sky. And this is the perfect position now to move into a standing balance. So begin to shift your weight into your right foot. Find a focal point for your eyes. Continue to pull that navel tight to your spine. And then start to bend the left knee so your left heel comes up behind you. Place the inside of your left foot in the palm of your left hand. And then let your right arm come forward. This would be our beginning dancer pose. If you want to expand the dancer, we can lift the arm and lift that leg a little further back, but keep your body upright. And then as we exhale, let's bring ourselves back into standing mountain pose. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Again, cradle your elbows in the palms of your hands. Let your upper body rest against your thighs. And breathe. And then let's release our fingertips. Slowly roll back up. Reach high to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. And then we're back into standing mountain pose. So, we're going to begin to shift our weight into our left foot this time. Got that focal point for our eyes. Belly button pulling in nice and tight. We start to bend the right knee so we can pull that heel up towards our bottom. Placing the inside of that right foot in the palm of your hand. Letting the left arm come forward. We can expand the dancer by lifting the arm. Opening that leg a little more. And then as we exhale, let's return to standing mountain pose. Breathe. Let's inhale again, touch the sky, but this time exhale, open just the arms and let your hands come together behind your back. Once you've got your hands hooked together, you're going to start pulling down with your hands, and that's going to open your heart center and allow your head to tip back just enough to open your throat. And then we're going to inhale into neutral spine, exhale, start to fold forward. Again, think about pulling your ribs towards your thighs, letting your head drop down, and then sending those arms a bit higher. And then let's exhale, hands release to the mat. Let's step back with right foot and then left foot, bringing us back into our plank. And we're going to keep right shoulder over right wrist as we turn to the side. Open for side plank. Modify to the side of your knee if you'd like. And then just let that left arm lower down so it's just resting on your left side. Let's come back around into plank. And then we'll switch. Left shoulder stays over left wrist. Opening right arm, side plank. And then we can let that right arm lower alongside the hip. And then let's exhale back around into plank and press back up into down dog. Walking our dog a few times. Pressing both heels down. And then let's ease down onto all fours. Once there, sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart cow. Exhale, round out cat. And then return to neutral spine. Send the right leg behind, pushing through right heel, add the left arm forward, opening palm to the sky. And then try lifting up the left foot as well, so that it's not helping you balance. And then bring the left hand and left foot down. And we're going to step the right foot forward. And we're going to keep both hands to the inside of that right foot. Want to keep the right knee over the ankle. And then start to pull the top of your left thigh towards the mat. While we're doing that, we're going to sink a little deeper down. And I want you to feel a really good stretch in the back of your right thigh and the front of your left thigh. And then let's take the right arm, thread it underneath the right leg. And all we're going to do is keep it there while we start to open the right knee so that we've got the outer edge of our right foot on the mat. And we've got that right leg resting on the right arm so that we can really feel this in that inner thigh and outer hip. And then bring the knee back to neutral, unthread the arm. Let's come back to all fours. Again, sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart cow. Exhale, round cat. And then we're back to neutral spine. This time extend through the left heel. Add the right arm forward, turning palm to the sky, spinal balance. And then try lifting right foot so it's not helping us balance. And then exhale, hand and foot back down. And let's step the left foot forward this time. So again, we're going to keep our hands to the inside of our left foot with our left knee over ankle. We're going to start pulling the top of our right thigh towards the mat. Sinking down, so we're feeling a really good stretch in the back of our left thigh and the front of our right thigh. And then let's thread the left arm under the left leg and start to open that left knee so we end up on the outer edge of our left foot. And breathe into that outside hip and inner thigh. And then from there, we'll bring the knee upright, unthread the hand, and let's come back onto all fours. One more time, sink the navel, lift the tailbone, lift the head, open the heart cow, and exhale, round out cat. And then we're back to neutral. And we're going to push our tailbone back towards our heels. Let our chest drop through our knees, foreheads on the mat, palms opening to the sky. Breathe. And then let's take the left arm, pass it through the right armpit. Sink your shoulder down so that the weight of your body deepens the stretch across that back shoulder and upper back. And then bring that arm out and we'll switch. Passing right arm to left armpit. And let's bring the arm back out. Once again, both arms stretching straight ahead, palms to the sky. And then bring the arms down alongside the body so you can roll your shoulders towards the mat. Let's place hands so they're just in front of the knees. We can start lifting the upper body. And then we're going to come right up onto our knees. And once we're on our knees, I want you to curl your toes under and come all the way up. Now let's make a fist with our hands. We're going to place our fist on either side of our spine in that low back area and gently press. While that's happening, you're going to draw the shoulder blades and elbows closer together, opening your heart, opening your throat. And if you want to, you can walk your hands down to your ankles. Thumbs on the outside of ankle bones, rest of the fingers on the inside. And if you're all the way down, refist your hands, bring them into lower back, and then let's all inhale, neutral spine. Bring the tops of the feet back onto the mat. Start to pull that tailbone back towards your heels. Let your rib cage melt onto your thighs, let your head drop. And then again, roll your shoulders down towards the mat. Hands again, come down in front of the knees, pressing down into your palms so you can lift up our body. And then once we're upright, let's come out of a seat. And we'll start with our legs stretched out in front. Placing our hands on either side of our hips. I want you to really firmly press down into those foundational hands and then push out through the bottoms of your feet. Feel like the top of your head is being pulled towards the sky and you're actually pressing yourself away from the mat. And let's exhale, soften a bit. Let your fingers walk forward, push back through your tailbone, belly button, chest, head come down. And then we can slowly come back up. And then once we're up, let's keep the left leg straight. We'll bend the right knee. Walk that foot in close to your body. Want to keep both sit bones on the mat. And we'll start with just a nice hug around that leg. And then we're going to keep the left arm wrapped around it. Take the right hand, send it around so the back of your right hand presses to the outside of your left thigh or left hip. And then inhale, taller and straighter. Exhale, let's rotate at the waist so we can look farther over that right shoulder. And then let's exhale and untwist. Place that right ankle on your left thigh. So we've created the number 4 with our leg. And then just use that right hand to push on your inner right thigh. While we do that, we can lean a little bit forward. And come upright once again. Let's take the bottom of our right foot, place it against the inner left thigh. And then hands go on either side of that straight left leg and we're going to fold forward. And then we can slowly come back up. Once we're up, send that right leg out straight. Again, hands on either side of the hips. Pressing down into foundational hands, pushing out through the heels of your feet. Pulling that head towards the sky and really feel yourself pressing away from the mat. And then exhale as we soften. We'll keep the left leg straight, bend the right knee, walk the foot in. Want to get it in as close as we can while maintaining sit bones on the mat. And again, we're just going to wrap the arms around, give ourselves a nice hug. And then we're going to keep the right arm wrapped around it. You're going to take the left hand, bring the back of your left hand around so it presses into the outside right hip. Inhale, taller, straighter. Exhale, rotate at the waist so we can look farther over that left shoulder. And then as we exhale, let's untwist. And now place that left ankle on your right thigh. So we've created the number 4 with our legs. And then we're going to use that left hand to push gently on that inner left thigh, feeling that resistance in the hip. And then leaning a little bit forward. And then let's release and take the bottom of the left foot, press it against inner right thigh. Hands on either side of the right leg. Let's fold forward. And then we can come back up. And then once we're up, let's stretch out both legs straight and wide. Starting with hands between the legs, we're going to fold forward. Belly button is what we're aiming to get to the mat, not the head. So if you can get your belly button down there, your head's going to be right there with you. But if you're trying to get your head down, you might be rounding your spine. And then we'll come back up. Right hand's or left hand's going to reach towards left ankle, so we get side stretch. And then come up and side stretch again. Now sweep the right arm forward. Going to reach over to the right, come all the way up. And let the hand come down. And then again, both hands between the legs, folding forward. And then we're back up. And we're going to reach right hand towards right ankle and side stretch over. And lift up. And again, side stretch. And then let's sweep forward. Reach over to the left, come all the way up. And let that arm float down. From there, let's bring the legs close together. And now I want you to place your fingertips so they're pointing right at your buttocks. Still using foundational hands, pressing down. We're going to start to press the bottoms of our feet down. As we're doing that, we're going to start pulling the hips up. That brings us into a reverse plank. Make sure you're not letting your head hang back. It just stays in neutral with the rest of the spine. And then let's slowly sink back down. Once we're down, let's walk the hands forward, folding, 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 folding down. And then we'll come back up. Once there, let's bend both of our knees. Place our hands behind our thighs. Feel your shoulders fall away from your ears. Find your balance on your tailbone. And then begin to extend the legs, making sure that you're not allowing your back to round out. Once you feel like you've got a good balance happening, let's add arms. And then from there, we're going to open just the upper body, pressing it into the mat. Once we're all the way down, you can send your legs straight up to the sky. Good, and then from there, let's bend the left knee, place the left foot down. We'll keep the right leg extended high. Let the arms open wide to the side, and then bring them closer into your body. Start tightening the belly and peeling off the mat so we end up in a one-legged bridge. And then let's slowly sink the hips back down. Cross the left leg over the left leg. Open the arms wide once again, and now drop both of your knees to the left, keeping the right shoulder down and look right. And then let's bring everything back up. Again, uncross. And then let's extend the left leg towards the sky. Bring your arms closer to your body. And we'll slowly come up into our one-legged bridge. And slowly melt down. Cross left leg over right. Open arms wide, let the knees start dropping, dropping, dropping. And we turn and look to our left. And then let's bring ourselves back to neutral. Go ahead, uncross. Arms come back in, toes in, heels out, and now both feet stay down. So we end up back in our two-footed bridge. And then let's slowly sink back down. And once we feel that our spine is relaxed into the mat, we're going to pull those knees in for another good hug. And there's a few gentle rocks side to side. And then some easy circles round and round. And we reverse. And then just keep the knees tucked in. From there, let's cross our ankles. Use your second and third fingers to hook around your big toes. I want you to feel your belly button tighten. Press down through the back of the rib cage and round shoulders, neck and head off the mat. And on our next exhale, we're going to use the power of the belly to roll us up. And then once we're up, we end up back in our easy cross-legged position. Palms reopen to the sky, and we made it back into seated mountain pose. And we're going to let the chin fall to the chest. And let's lift the head into back, open the throat. And again, chin to chest. Left ear rolls left. Chin back down, right ear rolls right. Chin down, left ear rolls left. Chin down, and right ear rolls right. And then the chin just rests on the chest. And then we'll slowly bring the head back to that neutral place. And then let's place hands together at the heart. Lacing all of our fingers. Crossing our palms away from the body. Leaning a little bit forward. And then coming back to neutral and turn palms to face us. Large ball that we're holding in front of the body. Keeping the belly button tight, rotate at the waist to the right. Back through neutral, rotate left. And then back to neutral once again. And then inhale, open your arms and your heart. Exhale, round back so the hands close. Inhale wide. Exhale, round. Inhale wide. Exhale, round. And inhale wide. And then from there, let's bend the elbows, and I want you to bring your wrists right under your armpits. And think about turning your thumbs down so you can open your heart, open your throat. And then sweep the arms around back so the hands meet. And then come back to the wrists under armpits, thumbs pointing down. Sweep around. Wrists under armpits, opening palms. And one more time we sweep around. And bring those wrists under armpits, thumbs down. And then try opening your throat just a little bit. And then let the arms release. Let the head come back to neutral. We're going to send all of our anxious thoughts away. Making a choice to live today with courage, with an open heart, a grateful heart, and a hopeful heart. Spreading random acts of kindness to all sentient beings, changing the narrative that's been created in the world. Now that we know, we cannot ignore and we cannot unknow. Know that my soul honors your soul. I honor the place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it's also within me. And in sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope that you feel relieved and kind of stress-free to continue on with your day. Don't forget to hydrate, lots of sips of water throughout the day. We want to keep our muscles nice and juicy, our brain cells nice and juicy. And don't forget those random acts of kindness all over the place. So I will be back tonight to let you know what we've got taking place tomorrow. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay kind. I'll see you soon.